In the ever-changing world of business, an organization's success depends on constantly meeting new challenges and adapting to the marketplace. I'm Greg Gumbel. From e-commerce to investing, business strategies to human resources, join me as we take a closer look inside the workings of the modern global economy. Welcome to the Economic Report. Since the dawn of the 20th century, oil has always been one of the most important commodities in the world. Let's take a closer look at this vital industry.
Oil. Its consumption and high demand exists in our everyday lives, while its production remains a sticky business. We continue to rely on OPEC, and we put our energy security at risk, say the critics. Produce it ourselves, environmentalists say, and we put America the Beautiful in jeopardy.
You know, ultimately the goal is to find a cheap, clean, renewable energy source. That's something just about everybody should be able to agree on. But the reality is, at least in the short term, that most of our cars and industries run on gas, and even consumer goods like plastics continue to be a petroleum-derived product. So any technology that maximizes our ability to produce petroleum domestically in a cost-effective way with the least harm to our environment possible remains an essential goal.
The TSW Energy Company near Abilene, Texas, services many stripper wells, wells that strip crude from underground formations at a rate averaging less than 10 barrels a day, which seems like nothing, but goes a long way.
Appearances can be deceiving. Taking into account there are over 700,000 oil and gas stripper wells being pumped in the United States today. The sum total of oil produced in them exceeds 291 million barrels a year. That accounts for approximately 28% of the lower 48 states' oil production. Gas wells produced 1,700,000,000 MCF in 2007. So these stripper wells are a vital part of America's energy puzzle, and it's here that HyperScratcher and TSW is having the greatest impact.
The J.J. Perkins lease has 5 stripper wells producing a total of 1.5 to 2 barrels of oil a day. WellGrounded and TSW Energy were contracted to treat all 5 wells using the HyperScratcher tool and a chemical treatment plant. The lease has leveled off at an average of 3.5 barrels a day, with work to be done on 3 more wells. Petroleum is prized for its stickiness and viscosity, but the gummy buildup that accumulates deep inside oil and natural gas wells is something altogether different. On this day, workers have removed the pump jack and pipes that raise crude oil from deep inside the well. A bit and scraper has been sent down the well bore to recover a sample of the material engineers believe is blocking the flow of crude to the surface.
This is an example of the buildup that occurs in a lot of the well bores of oil and gas and disposal wells. Sampling this is the buildup is the first step in the process that we use to service these wells and restore them to their previous flow rates and sometimes more.
Then it's time for the HyperScratcher to go to work.
This is the HyperScratcher. It's made of stainless steel. It has 25 wire brushes, 36 jets where the breakup solution will be released under high pressure. 1200 psi at the surface. The HyperScratcher moves through the well bore, scrubbing in the perforations and points of collection to break up the obstructions restricting the flow of crude. It's a relatively simple tool, but highly effective.
Simple, effective, and cost-effective, according to a well-grounded client.
We started with the observation of the HyperScratcher and TSW's chemicals. On other wells we've treated, we've had some really good response from 1/2 barrel to 3 to 4 barrels a day. So we're trying on this lease with these wells because we have the same process here with scaling and buildup, trash. And with the result we had on the other wells, I'm looking forward to seeing this well and this lease perhaps double our production or certainly increase it from the 1/2 barrel a day to the same response we got before at 2 to 3 barrels a day.
You know, we've had great success. Oil wells are producing approximately 250% more. Gas wells are producing 80% more. The disposal wells are approximately 66% more efficient. Even though it's impossible for any of us to make a guarantee, so far we've had a 100% success rate.
The tool's inventors say their technology is making the best of an otherwise sticky situation.